I want to just say to the Premier and the government of Bermuda, well done for steering us correctly through this storm of COVID-19. Well done, Mr. Premier and your team. I want to just add a little note so you all will know what type of leader we have. When Brother Chris and myself were down and dealing with the dock situation on Front Street, the Premier took time out of his busy schedule to come down to the docks and assist us with the problems we was having with the docks. And we got a speedy resolution. Mr. Premier, on behalf of the dock workers of Bermuda, I want to say thank you. Mr. Premier, come and join us, please.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let me try that one more time. Good morning. See, what you're seeing behind me is just a very plain symbol.
Turn your mic up.
That nobody in the Bermuda Progressive Labor Party stands alone. Good morning, brothers and sisters, workers, members, and observers of our labor movement. On behalf of the government and the people of Bermuda, I wish you a very happy Labor Day. Today, we honor the people who make Bermuda work. The electricians and the plumbers, the teachers and the public servants, the bus drivers and the dock workers, the hotel workers and the postal workers, our mechanics, carpenters, and masons, the ferry pilots and the branch pilots, the doctors, nurses, custodians in our hospital, those in our uniformed services, the linesmen and lineswomen who keep the lights on, and the entertainers who brighten our dark days. All of the workers who put in an honest day's work, and for that honest day work, organized labor ensures that they get an honest day's pay. The Progressive Labor Party that I am honored to lead is rooted in the union movement. We include trade unionists in our ranks, and unlike some, we do not view unions with disdain. We view our unions and their members as partners in the development of our nation. We believe that when we all work together, business, government, and labor, that only then can all boats in our society be lifted. There are some persons in our society who view organized labor with disdain. They seek to privatize public services and roll back the steps this government has taken to make our tax system fairer by taxing the wealth that is built off of your labor. And they are the ones who in these difficult times are telling workers to be grateful that you have a job. I have news for those types of persons. Workers fight for fairness, workers fight for equality, and workers fight against discrimination. And workers are and will be treated fairly in this country. Labor's principles and values have built a fairer and more equitable society. And it is our job to strengthen workers' rights, not to use a pandemic as an excuse to dismantle them. And that is why it matters who leads Bermuda. Consider government support for workers during the pandemic. Just like the labor movement, we established benefits for everyone because it was the right thing to do. Not just people who voted for us, but workers, full stop. And that is a labor value. And And brothers and sisters, the labor leaders of today, from Brother Burt to Brother Ball to Dr. Charles and to BTUC President, Sister Betty Ann Caesar, I have had the honor of working with all of them since I have held this office. And I actually joke with President Burt, and I tell him, I say, Brother Chris, you've been negotiating longer than I've been on this planet, you know. But all jokes aside, the country is blessed to have a strong and courageous labor leaders like these men and women who ensure that their members are never ignored and are always recognized for their value. Brothers and sisters, it really matters. And as I saw the beautiful sight of President Nashanti Bailey and her beautiful daughter up here, saying that this is about the future. And workers must consider their family's future and must ponder which party respects working people. Ours is a party that is rooted in labor. And I would be remiss not to mention those in the labor movement, past and present, who stood strong for workers' rights in good times and in bad times. My constituent, Brother Ottawell Simmons, the grand lady of this building, Sister Molly Burgess, my dear departed Glenn Thinkbat Simmons, Sister Barbara Ball, Brother Eugene Blakeney, Sister Leaf Bailey, Brother Derek Burgess, the dear departed Dr. Eva Hudson, and also the dear departed Brother Calvin Smith. And more recently, of course, Brother Jason Hayward. Now, I know you all know Jason, but for those who are watching at home who may not, Bermuda's Minister for Labor, and also the youngest minister at the cabinet table, is a former president of the Bermuda Public Services Union, a former president of the Bermuda Trade Union Congress, and who has represented labor here at home and abroad. I am immensely proud, and this country is fortunate to have him as our Minister of Labor. These are times when workers are facing a new normal, and that is true. But some workers believe the new normal creates a fearful future, and it must not. Brothers and sisters, we are living through a pandemic. Yes, there will be uncertainty, and yes, there are challenging times ahead. But rest assured, the Progressive Labor Party will maintain a heart for the people as we work to solve unprecedented problems caused by this pandemic. Though our discussions may not be easy, Brother Arnell, and at times we may not always see eye to eye, there is one thing that you should never forget. The Bermuda Progressive Labor Party, made up of the sea of green you see here with me and out there with you, we will always serve workers. We will always stand strong with labor. And together with your support, we will continue our collective work to dismantle the two Bermudas and replace it with one Bermuda built on the principle of fairness. Workers built our past, and workers will build our prosperous future. May God continue to bless the movement of labor. And when labor is blessed, Bermuda will be blessed. United we stand. Thank you.